Hello everyone and welcome to a new installment of Shadow Recon. Today we'll be looking at the release notes and the skirmish briefing. So, as you can see here, this is the last release of this year, and Kixeye offices will be closed from December 23rd until January 2nd, so the staff won't be online at this time. Now, the moderators will be there to some extent, depending on how their schedules are for the holidays, but I pretty much will be there in case you have anything to ask or to report. But even if issues arise, chances are that the team won't be available to look at them. But hopefully, if any issues arise, they will be quite minimal, that they won't have that much of an effect. Anyway, moving to Skirmish. So this time Skirmish features the new Cruciger hero, Salvatore. Use your Hyperion, Commandant, and Janissary units against the Eastern Horde to play through the Recruit set and the Officer set to earn Skirmish XP. Sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The Officer set will test your might, but will pay out more XP than the Recruit set. Choose the set that best fits your power level. You can hit the targets multiple times and the wins will count towards future set completions, so you won't be penalized for hitting a target again. Okay, so previously I thought it was going to be something similar to Shadow Ops, where you can keep hitting one base and you can get to the completion, complete the set. But the way this works is the system will track your wins against these bases. Like, for example, if I hit the recruit set base 1, I hit it like three times, and but I'm still on the first set, like on the first run through of it. So and then I complete, and then I hit the other two bases, and then complete the set. When I restart, it will tell me that the recruit set base 1 is already completed because you already hit it 3 times, so you are good for 3 completions before you have to do the recruit set 1 or the recruit base 1. So this is basically how it's going to work in terms of skirmish, where you can, for example, hit the same base multiple times and be safe from like being excluded from doing it again for future completions until the number of the run through matches the amount of victories you've achieved against these bases. So, for example, on let's say run through number 45, if you have, that means that you have to be that you would have completed all of the other bases 45 times in order to complete it. So when you start number 46, if there are any base that you have beaten 46 times, it will count as already completed. And like this applies for both recruit and officer sets. So it starts on December 30th and ends on January 2nd. And then we have Operation Sacred Schism. Guided by Devin, the heroes are able to decimate Brother Jeremiah's loyalists. How is he able to predict the true believer's moves? I've got to say, this is I wouldn't say first time, but it's quite an odd looking unit to be looking at. But the units in Warcraft have always had some odd looks here and there. In Operation Sacred Schism, the next Series 2 Sonic unit, the Cruciger, with its Sonic Energy Blast, will bring a new way of thinking to War Commander, and you can earn it in the event store and main mission track. The Cruciger is the Sentinel's attempt to recreate Ruby. Each Cruciger has a mind of its own. But is it an AI or something more biological? You'll also be able to unlock its gold tech, Globus, which will cause the shockwave aura around which will cause a shockwave aura around the cruciger, increase its damage, reduce the damage it takes while moving, and makes it immune to dragon's teeth. At level 10, the cruciger takes less damage from melee. That's another choice for damage. And at level 20, it takes less damage from sustained. Also, in this event is your second chance to earn Omega Asmodeus parts and your chance to earn 2 pieces of Asmodeus Silvertech, Blind Confession, and Divine Protection. So Divine Protection probably means a damage reduction, but Blind Confession, I don't have really much of a guess on this one. Starts on January 5th and ends on January 11th. The bug fixes, there are general fixes, improvements, and Claymore did not buff Arietta or Jeff. So in case you don't know, Claymore, based on its level, can buff heroes. At level 1 through 9, it buffs them by increasing their damage, movement speed by 5%, and increasing their range by 5. And then at level 10 and up to 19, the buff increases to 10% movement speed and bonus damage, as well as extra 10 range. And at level 20, it starts giving 20% movement speed and bonus damage, as well as 20 extra range. So it comes handy for some of the heroes that we have currently. So that's it for the release notes. Now we're moving to Skirmish. And this here is Salvatore. I will say he does look its artwork looks quite good. So the Skirmish as a structure is the same. So he's a Series 2, Sentinel Vehicle, Energy Blast, Weapon Tech Sonic, targets ground and air. Damage type is Energy. Now in case you don't know, Energy is basically it's kind of similar to Plasma, but the only difference is that its damage doesn't increase as the shot goes forward. Like if you run away from the shot, it still deals the same amount of damage at all ranges. So this is basically what Energy damage type is, and it ignores pretty much roughly all of armor types. So it starts at 1,406,000 and 992 health and maxes out at 1,875,000 health points. DPS starts at 236,000 and 667 and goes up to 314,000 and 63 at max level. Max speed is 5, max range is 600. Talents. So basic talent is a 360-degree movement shoot, 5% damage increase and damage reduction aura to all crucigers map-wide. So it's a global aura. So it doesn't matter where the crucigers are, they'll get the benefits from Salvatore. At level 10, the unit takes 5% less damage from all sources. And at level 20, the unit does 10% more damage while close up and takes 10% less damage while moving. Increases aura to 10% damage reduction and 10% damage and damage reduction aura to all crucigers map-wide. The Sentinel buff is 5% more extra damage output. So his bio is: I exist outside the bounds of your domain. I have transcended the mortal coil and will show you the true power of the Sentinels. Come experience salvation. Okay. So now this is just a personal note. I'm just skeptical on it for a bit. The bronze and silver techs are the exact same bonuses as the techs for Karen. Now, whether they are indeed the same thing or not, I no idea. I asked Drake about it, but considering that our time zones are quite different, so I wasn't able to contact him at a time he was available. But just keep in mind that they might be different when you get them from the shop. So increases movement speed by 60% and increases turn speed and acceleration by 100%. Slot reach costs 60k XP. Salvatore's Visage decreases damage from vehicles by 20%, decreases damage from infantry and buildings by 20%. Slot Visage costs 80,000 XP. Salvatore's Grasp shoots a projectile that does a shockwave, reduces damage from all sources by 30%, grants immunity to Dragon's Teeth. So the only difference in the gold tech from the Crusaders is that his shots causes a shockwave. Well, this will be interesting. Now it's the same thing with past Skirmish, where you need to collect 80 parts first to unlock Salvatore, and then you can earn its upgrade tokens, which are limited to 10, as you can see here in the quantity section. It shows you that you're only limited to 10 upgrade tokens for Salvatore, as well as 80 parts in total for whichever pack you buy for Salvatore parts. And if you have been earning your usual 10 Karen tokens each event since last skirmish, you should be able to max her out this skirmish. Now, this here shows only the new prizes, so the her tokens should be here, so you can get her to 20 this skirmish unless you bought the offer for her tokens that was available during the event or shortly before the event started. And of course, there are some legacy uniques that are available this time, and some of the upgrade and build logistics for the previous Series 1 units and the Series 2 infantry units. Now, one more thing before I finish the video is regarding the prototype components. Now, you'll notice that the war barge didn't receive one, and that is because that starting from the war barge, there will no longer be prototype components released. Now, whether they will be released again through other means or not, doesn't seem like it will be that way. As far as for the existing ones, they will still be offered through in-game offers through gold. You can buy through gold. Whether they will be available again to purchase like with XP or through a base, I don't have any idea about that. So this pretty much wraps up everything for this video. I hope you found it informative and helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Discord, or actually just Discord. We don't have the forums anymore. So you can reach out through Discord, or if you want, you can comment on this video and I'll respond as soon as I can. So with that said, hope you all have a good skirmish, and I'll see you guys next time.